Hey, what's up? This is the Amish space station, and I've been doing a lot of. I got a Red Bull. Hold on. I've been doing a lot of thinking. This is something I know a lot of people are not gonna like to hear, but I think it's something that we really have to talk about. And this stream right here really is for other sites other than YouTube, because YouTube, like I don't get the reach on YouTube and things like Instagram and other things. So I wanted to talk about what is going to happen in the future, because we really, really have a real big problem on our hands. And a lot of truthers are facing the reality that they may not live that much longer. Um, and some of them aren't, because I don't think they understand what's happening. And the same thing goes for me. Um, I'm kind of, I want to start talking about how I feel about life in general and make a plan, because I personally don't think that I'm going to be alive as long as I want to be. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like there's a lot of knowledge that has to be explained to people, and there's a lot of things that have to be done, and not everybody is capable of doing it. So when things happen to truthers in the community, or people get deleted from YouTube and other networks, they really lose their ability, to reach and influence people. And it's really screwed up, if you ask me. But as a whole, I want to put some stuff away for the future. You know what I mean? And it's going to have to be some kind of writings that's fireproof, weatherproof, and you know, it's going to have to be really compelling. And I'm not talking about anything digital, because all this digital stuff, all these digital logs, everything changes. It's the same thing as if you were, you know, something happened and the only thing that you had was 8-track players or record players, and we're all recording in digital media. It's like there's no way for you to play digital media on an analog type of player in a way in real life. And writing is one of the only things. And even then, with the writing, it's all about whether or not, I've been looking into history lately, and I don't even know if you can get people's family to understand certain things, you know, about how. Oh, I like this, by the way. You see that? That's 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 Earth. Oh God, that's Earth right there from the moon. All right, so yeah. Oh, look at this top Muslim endorsement. It's amazing. Anyway. Um, Let me see. The reason why I say it is because I've been looking into a lot of Tartaria, and I've been looking into. I'm still not sold on any mud floods, but I've been looking into a lot of the old type of world and all of the technology and all of the architecture, and I've been able to see, that there's things that we have all really just been lied to about, and to me it seems like there's not many people left in this world that even care. And I've really come to the conclusion that if you don't know what happened in your history, then you will have no way to be able to figure out what actually happens, what's going to happen in your future. And I'm not going to be doing this mask stuff. I don't know why there has to be so many millions of people that are just evil, you know? Like all these people who fight against truth and fight against, people speaking out against things like wearing masks and stuff. It's like I thought that if we all wore a mask for 3 months like we did and we all shut the country down, that the cases were supposed to drop. And then the summer comes around and the cases drop. And instead, they're saying that the cases are spiking. It's the opposite. And they're saying to people, well, if you just put the mask on for 4 more weeks, we'd be fine. It's like, no, we won't. No, we won't. No, we won't. We all have a decision that we have to make. And if we don't come together, with that decision, we can't be getting stuff that's actually going to change our biology. We can't do things that's actually going to change our biology and change like how we live and who we are and stuff. Like, we can't do that. Nobody has a right to do that. Nobody has a right to just stick you with needles. Nobody has a right to just get your children paralyzed and sick and stuff like that. It's like, you don't have a right to do that. And there's so many trolls that are fighting on the side of evil as if there's a way for you to hide from the creator or hide, as long as you do it behind a keyboard. This network, I'm a space station I made after I got hit and banned and locked down because I released a song exposing these satanic pedos. And my network got completely banned and my rap name got banned. And it got to a point where I was like, I need to do something about this. I've really been into this history lately. And I find that at the end of everything, you start thinking about what all came before, what everybody's fighting with before. And I kind of see it happening right now. I see everybody, especially like Black people, how they're all like being 100% racist with this Black Lives Matter stuff. And I almost think that for this reset, everything's going to be flipped upside down. What's going to happen is Black people are going to look like they're the ones who are enslaving white people. And they're going to be looked at as the bad guys for the next world. Right? It's always a possibility. This place was supposedly founded in the late 1700s, and within that short period of time, they put up these megalithic structures and stuff like that. This is not what I searched for. Crazy how Bing just keeps, screwing me over and over again. But what I wanted to talk about real quick was just what is going to be the plan for the future? What are we going to do for the future? What are we going to do to, preserve ourselves? And I take this as a loss to the truth community, because I don't understand how we can even win at this point. I think more people are afraid right now for the masks and stuff like that. More people are afraid than they were months ago. The longer they drag this on, the more afraid they get. This also, real quick, is another way of them rubbing crap in our faces. Like, they leave these huge, gigantic structures up right in front of our stupid faces because they want to. They want to flaunt their power and show that they could show you something that they can't even build today. They could show you something and make you believe anything that they want. That's why they put up the that little fake event with that one guy with the 33 Freemason stuff tattooed all over his chest that started this whole mess that we're going through right now. They just put it right in front of your face because they want to show you just how stupid you are. And this hits your emotion, and it hits your feelings, and it causes a lot of despair, and it causes a lot of sadness and things like that, because us as people, for me anyway, and I'm trying not to disrespect somebody when I say this, I'm not a evangelist. I'm not an evangelist. I'm a truther. There's a guy who thinks that he can call people evangelists. You can't call people evangelists just because you deem it so. Just because you don't care who knows the truth and who doesn't. The truth is why we're in this situation, my friend, and this truth will be right outside your front door to kick you in the ass. I see a lot of things that just aren't right. And I got to be honest, on the real, it's like, if we don't do something about this as a whole society, then we're pretty much screwed. We really are. We're really screwed. We have to do something before this gets any worse. Or else people like me, I'm preparing for what actually is going to come after that. Like living, dying, being taken and round up into concentration camps. And I don't know if I'm going to find pictures of any of this. Yeah, what's happening over in like China when they're just rounding up all these, I think, Muslims or something, Uyghur Muslims or whatever you want to call them, but they're doing a lot of things, and we're all allowing it to happen. We're all just letting it happen. Looking at this picture and looking at this type of stuff right here is like, I believe this now. Looking at this like 2 years from now, like 2 years ago, I'd be like, I don't know about all that. Now I'm like, yep, we all got masks on. We're all afraid for our lives. We get attacked if we go into stores. Yeah. They'll lock us up, hands down. They'll kill us, hands down. Yeah. I don't even question it anymore. It's not even a question. I used to have a little bit more faith in humanity. Now it's like, no. I found something really, really interesting. Real quick, as a side note. This is a side note because I can't find anybody to help me research this. So if this reaches anybody body. Um, I found a connection with whatever this is, the Scottish. It could be part of the Scottish Rite as well, but it's the Boyd family crest. And notice the fingers. It's the two fingers up. So you look at the Baphomet, you also get right hand path, left hand path. And of course, there's children. You know what I mean? It has to be little children. Um, but not only do you get that, but you get this. Here's one with most of these have the two fingers up and the two fingers down, triad claw. And the sun, for the sun worship. See if I can find some more. Um, two fingers down, two fingers up. I think personally, I've made a groundbreaking discovery. I've always known about the two fingers and things. I've known about that. Right here, two fingers down, two fingers up. I've just never linked it to the Boyd family crest, because I think that's the key to unlocking a lot of stuff. But also, um, this is what the mark of the beast actually looks like, because there wasn't English around, because English is a new language. This is the mark of the beast. This is what they seen. This is what this is. And this cross is for crossing out your salvation, because he was actually hung on a tree, not a cross. That's right in Acts. This is Christ on a cross pierce. The abbreviation, stigma, the abbreviation for CH. But also, what's amazing is that you see this part of the mark of the beast. You see it on these icons. Take a look at that. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. Like, look at that. This is exactly what is written on the mark of the beast. That's the initials, first letter, last letter type of thing. But you see it everywhere on every single one of these icons. They're Russian icons or anywhere. You see it all over the place. You see it everywhere. Look at that. See that? See that? Look at that. Look at that S serpent looking curve. All that. So a lot of people are under the impression that the mark of the beast is this this chip, but it's not. This is the mark of the beast, by you not knowing who the name of the Father and the name of the Son is. So nobody wants to ever fight for their right to know what's going on. You see in all of these, look at the fingers. 2 fingers up, 2 fingers down, 2 fingers up, 2 fingers down. You all don't understand that this is a controlled system. 2 fingers up, 2 fingers down. You don't understand anything. Most of you have no idea about anything in reality. Nobody does. This is why I say this work can easily make you despair, because the more you research and the more you learn about these things, the more you know that no one is ever going to discover this type of stuff. And even if they discover part of it, they're never going to discover the real truth of it. Even if they look at all of the silver scrolls and the Dead Sea Scrolls, and they're never ever going to understand. We're so far away from understanding the truth as this whole society that you almost we almost just have to give up. People don't know who they are. They don't know where they come from. They claim that they know the right name, even though this name is mentioned way, way, way more. Way more. Everybody has their own names, their own pagan names that they don't even know the original, you know, thousands of years before there was one name that was written. And instead of us following that, we're sticking to religion. Instead of actually studying the original scripture. This is some of the things that make me despair sometimes, because I know that there's more that we could be doing as a whole society. And if we don't fight back against this, then we're screwed. And I want to save some information, and I want to write it in a book. in a few books, and I want to put it somewhere where it's locked, where it's safe, where someone else can find it. Let as many people as I know, that can keep it safe and keep the information safe. Let them know. Make sure they pass it down to their kids and their kids and their kids, and because people like me are probably going to be locked up or killed. So that's just the way you do it. You know, it's unfortunate, but I just feel like I need to find the answers. And the answers are hidden, and you have to go back. And the answers are right between the 1700s, and I'm not talking about mud flood, but the answers are hidden, but they're hidden in front of our faces. They're hidden in front of our faces, and with enough research, I think that me and a couple other people can actually crack this whole thing. The problem with it all is it's hard to crack it because there's a lot of bad information out there, and there's also really bad. There's not enough time. So, but I'm interested in figuring it all out and putting it into it all, even if it's just for myself. Because I think very soon we're going to all be faced with a task, and that task is going to be to get the vaccine or get rounded up. They are going to mandate vaccines. They are going to mandate vaccines. They are going to mandate it. Same way that they said they weren't going to mandate masks. Now they're mandating masks. The law is not a mandate, no, but it doesn't matter. Same as it doesn't matter whether or not it's a law that you have to pay taxes or not. Doesn't matter. Do people get locked up for taxes? Yeah. So all of us as a whole, we need to figure something out. We got to figure something out as a whole, because honestly, I don't think I'm actually going to be around, because I'm not really made for that type of a world. There is a guy who has a lot of this stuff figured out, believe it or not. And for the most part, most people don't know him. And he has hundreds of volumes on this, but it's going to take me a long time to go through each one, because he goes through this history very, very in depth, step by step, and it's hours and hours of documentation and material to go through just for the beginning, just for one section at a time. So it's going to take me a while to get through it, to be able to make some more presentations based on it. And I don't know how much time that we actually have left. I want to make sure everybody knows something real quick. Satanism is Luciferian, and it is for pedos. You understand? It's all about children. Children is how, you get your power and how you get your, it's based in everything that has to do with Aleister Crowley. I'm not 100%. I'm not even going to talk about this. I have not done any research there. Whatever the hell that was. But yeah, people don't understand how this works. It's more than enough information right here just on this front page for you to dive into and research just for yourself. All this information is public. It's public. They don't even hide any of it. It doesn't matter to anybody. Who cares, right? Who cares? Somebody left a comment on here. Let me tell you. One of you idiots, you left a comment on here in which you said something about, have you done your research on Albert Pike? Shut up. Care about no Albert Pike. Albert Pike can kiss my ass. Not worried about Albert Pike. Have I? Oh, that's what they said. Have I read his books? And Morals and Dogma. Crap. No, I've wiped my ass with it though. Does that still count? Stop trolling me, D-bag. You're stopping progress. It is 33. You're stopping progress. Stop stopping progress. Get out of here before I block you. Like I say, I hate Owen Benjamin. I don't want to sound like him, but I'm actually a real truth network, and I'm trying to spread the truth, and that is why I delete you. It's not because I don't support free speech. You're allowed to speak freely. You are not allowed to troll me under any circumstances. You can speak freely, though. Do not troll me. It is a well-known fact of who Albert Pike is. It's already established. You don't tell me. That's like me bringing up the swastika and you saying, well, that's not really what the swastika stands for. Actually, it is, and it's documented. But I'm not getting into that. There's more than enough. It's more than enough evidence. It's millions of links of sites and information. All you got to do is type in any phrase and you find all this information. If you just sit down for 3 or 4 days, even if you just give it one day, you'll find enough information that can convince you of anything. If you actually, if the evidence is there. But this wasn't the purpose of the stream. Purpose of the stream was actually say that we need to prepare. We need to find all the people that are not going along with this, and every state needs to understand, and unite and decide who's with who. And we need to do the split now, and we need to make the split of whatever's going to happen now. So we really need to be doing that. We need to be, finding and connecting with all the people who have made a stand on either side of the fence. This goes for people who think that, this goes for Satanists as well as people with souls. Some things we're not going to do. Okay. So I'm ending the stream here because I'm done. I got some more debunks coming, and I really like to know anybody's feedback. If anybody ever has the time to give me any links, I'll read all of your comments and emails. Yeah, I'm just putting it out there, though. I think time is very limited. And I know in a few months, everything's going to hit, and it's going to happen very quickly, and we're not going to have time to respond. So this is our only time that we have. So until next time, this is the Amish Space Station.